This is Priyanka and welcome to CodeCouch once again. Thank you so much for watching me every single week consistently, and for that, lots of love from CodeCouch. Okay, regarding today's video, I'm actually in the office and my boss, Lars, is the person who I'm super scared of, is working outside. So I have to be a little low. But otherwise we're gonna have a lot of fun today. Yeah? Are you ready? Yes, let's do it. When I started programming, I always wondered if there would be someone who could teach me how to write a code. Not to write a syntax or any frameworks or any language, rather than how to write the code, write a better and readable code. So over the years, I put all my experience together, and after reading some articles and posts, today in this video, I am going to be sharing pro tips or suggestions or guidelines on writing a better code. And I'm sure this video will be relatable for all the developers. So stay tuned until the end. Hey guys, I had super long day and intense day today with coding. I'm working on an exciting project which is Digital's website. It's super exciting, and I'm also working on Kirby for the first time. Do you use Kirby by any means? Keine Ahnung. Oh yeah, after that I had my Deutsch lesson, which is a German lesson. It was a pretty intense day I had, but nonetheless, I'm excited for this video. Hopefully you like it and you find it useful. Yeah. Alright, so let's get started. The point number 1 is keep it simple. Simplicity is not just for beginners. So always find what is complex to understand in newer software, because making a complex software is easy and making an easy software is always the hard job, right? To be a better programmer is always simplifying more things. What I like about the experienced developer is they take a complex system, solve it, and make it easy for others to understand. So mastering the programmer is always means solving a complex problem in simple way. So as developers, we always should intend to make the things simpler to understand, and always the code is the hardest part that one could understand. And if you could make it simple, then that would work like magic. And here comes our second point, which is leave the code better than you found it. I think this is the best quote or best rule I ever figured out it for myself. Quick hacks are no solution. It probably means you don't understand the problem properly. Yes, so take your time and figure out what's going on wrong rather than rushing. One of my mentor or colleague, Max Hoffman, always says, do it right rather than doing it right now. I think that's so correct. So always ask your colleagues if you have doubts, but no hacks. Hacks may work for time being, but then they may break your flow further. So always take your time and leave the code better than you found it. And point number 3 is take responsibilities of user experience. Yes, of course, right, as a developer, because design is not just about how it looks, but also it's about how it works. At the end of the day, it should be usable, right? So if you find any usability or accessibility issues in the design, make sure you always communicate it out to your design colleague or rest of the team, and make sure to find a better solution and a working solution for your users. So this is a good way of talking and communicating with your team, and better communication means always a better solution, and which is a good time for you to network with your colleague as well. So right, always take care of user experience. So here comes our fourth and final point, which is code is written to be read. Yes, so try to write less code as much as possible. What did you hear? Yes, that's correct. Try to write less code as much as possible. Yes, you are typing fewer characters, it doesn't mean you are not an efficient developer. Yes, because after all, typing is not a programming. Make sure you write less and simple code so that it's easy for others to understand. So for example, if you have a long class names, and make sure they are conveying some information. Otherwise, make it short so that this conveys information, yet it is readable. So yeah, write less code and make sure it is readable. Alright everybody, so that was it for today. Actually, the coding guidelines and best practices are my personal own experience, as well as highly inspired by DStar's wiki page, which is life as a developer. So if you go to dstar.digital/wiki/life as a developer, you'll get to see all the points which I discussed today and also in my previous video. So DStar has a wiki which is employees handbook, which is very nice, like any developer would love to read that. So I highly recommend to go through it, read it, and they also have a blog post. Well, I'm not promoting DStar, but I felt it is very nice, so you may also like it. So that was it for today. But the other thing which I want to say is, I'm sure my videos are helpful for you, at least some of you. So make sure you leave out the comments what you think, if it makes sense or if you find it helpful, because it is helpful for me to keep it motivated and keep up to date and keep up for myself for all the upcoming videos. Alright, then that's all for today. It's already late here and maybe late for you as well. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and staying it till the end, and thank you so much for watching. Yeah, that's all for now, and have a good time, and always keep excited because life is so expensive. Yeah, so just see.